Summary of Principles, Life and Work by Ray Dalio. Have you ever wondered how some people achieve extraordinary success in life and business, while others struggle or fail? What are the secrets behind their exceptional performance, decision-making, and leadership skills? How can you apply their principles to your own life and work, and create your own unique results? If you are curious about these questions, then this book is for you. Principles, Life and Work is a book by Ray Dalio, one of the world's most successful investors and entrepreneurs. He is the founder of Bridgewater Associates, one of the largest and most respected hedge funds in history, and has been named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine. In this book, Dalio shares the unconventional principles that he has developed, refined, and used over the past 40 years to create his remarkable achievements. He also explains how anyone can adopt these principles to help achieve their goals in life and work. The main theme or message of this book is that life is a game of principles, and that by understanding and applying them, you can design and live the life you want. Body. The book is divided into 3 parts: Part 1, Where I'm Coming From; Part 2, Life Principles; Part 3, Work Principles. In Part 1, Dalio tells his personal story of how he started from humble beginnings, faced many challenges and failures, learned from his mistakes, and built his successful career and company. He also introduces his concept of radical truth and radical transparency, which are the foundations of his principles. In Part 2, Dalio presents his life principles, which are the fundamental truths that guide his actions and decisions in all aspects of his life. He explains how he uses these principles to deal with reality, evolve himself, achieve his goals, and handle problems and challenges. He also provides practical tools and techniques to help you apply these principles to your own life. In Part 3, Dalio shares his work principles, which are the specific rules and methods that he uses to run his business and manage his team. He reveals how he creates an idea meritocracy, where the best ideas win regardless of who has them, how he fosters a culture of radical candor, where people speak their minds openly and constructively, how he develops people through coaching and feedback, how he organizes work through clear roles and responsibilities, how he makes decisions through data-driven processes, how he ensures accountability through metrics and consequences, and how he innovates through constant experimentation and adaptation. For each section of the book, I will summarize the main points using bullet points, quotes, or visuals. I will also link them to the overall theme or message of the book and show how they relate to your interest or situation. Part 1, Where I'm Coming From. In this section, Dalio tells his personal story of how he became interested in investing at a young age, how he started his own hedge fund out of his apartment, how he almost went bankrupt in 1982 after making a wrong prediction about the economy, how he recovered from his failure by learning from his mistakes and seeking feedback from others, how he grew his business into one of the most successful hedge funds in history, and how he decided to share his principles with the world. Some of the main points from this section are: Dalio believes that life is like a game where you have to figure out what you want, what is true, and what to do about it. He calls this process principled reasoning. Dalio values radical truth and radical transparency as the foundations of his principles. He believes that being honest with yourself and others, and being open to criticism and feedback, are essential for learning and improving. Dalio views pain as a signal that something is wrong or needs to change. He uses pain as a motivator to find solutions and grow stronger. He calls this process pain plus reflection equals progress. Dalio thinks that success is not a matter of luck or talent, but a result of following principles that work. He says that principles are ways of successfully dealing with reality to get what you want out of life. Dalio's personal story shows that anyone can achieve extraordinary success by following principles that work for them. It also shows that failure is not a permanent setback, but an opportunity to learn and improve. Part 2, Life Principles. In this section, Dalio presents his life principles, which are the fundamental truths that guide his actions and decisions in all aspects of his life. He explains how he uses these principles to deal with reality, evolve himself, achieve his goals, and handle problems and challenges. He also provides practical tools and techniques to help you apply these principles to your own life. Some of the main points from this section are: Dalio's first and most important principle is to embrace reality and deal with it. He believes that you have to accept things as they are, not as you wish they were, and use them to your advantage. He says that you must not let any gaps between what you want and what is reality persist without trying to close them. Dalio's second principle is to use the 5-step process to get what you want out of life. He outlines a simple and effective process that consists of 1. Setting clear and specific goals, 2. Identifying and overcoming the obstacles that stand in your way, 3. Accurately diagnosing the root causes of your problems, 4. Designing plans that will get you around them, and 5. Executing those plans with discipline and determination. Dalio's third principle is to be radically open-minded. He believes that you have to be willing to question your own assumptions, seek out different perspectives, and learn from others who have more or better knowledge or experience than you. He says that being open-minded is the most powerful tool for learning. Dalio's fourth principle is to understand that people are wired very differently. He recognizes that people have different ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving, and that these differences can be measured and understood. He uses a tool called the dot collector to collect feedback from his team members on various attributes, such as logic, creativity, reliability, etc. He then uses this data to create baseball cards that summarize each person's strengths and weaknesses, and culture maps that show how people fit into the organization's culture. Dalio's fifth principle is to learn how to make decisions effectively. He explains how he uses a combination of logic, intuition, and data to make the best possible decisions. He also describes how he balances risks and rewards, how he weighs probabilities and outcomes, how he deals with uncertainty and ambiguity, and how he resolves disagreements and conflicts. Part 3. Work Principles. In this section, Dalio shares his work principles, which are the specific rules and methods that he uses to run his business and manage his team. He reveals how he creates an idea meritocracy, where the best ideas win regardless of who has them, how he fosters a culture of radical candor, where people speak their minds openly and constructively, how he develops people through coaching and feedback, how he organizes work through clear roles and responsibilities, how he makes decisions through data-driven processes, how he ensures accountability through metrics and consequences, and how he innovates through constant experimentation and adaptation. Some of the main points from this section are: Dalio's first work principle is to trust in radical truth and radical transparency. He believes that by being honest and transparent with each other, people can build trust, avoid misunderstandings, solve problems faster, and make better decisions. He says that radical truth and radical transparency are invaluable for creating an idea meritocracy. Dalio's second work principle is to cultivate meaningful work and meaningful relationships. He believes that by having a shared mission, vision, and values, people can work together harmoniously and effectively. He also believes that by caring for each other as individuals, people can form strong bonds of friendship and loyalty. He says that meaningful work and meaningful relationships are mutually reinforcing. Dalio's third work principle is to create a culture in which it is okay to make mistakes but unacceptable not to learn from them. He believes that by admitting mistakes, learning from them, and improving, people can grow faster and achieve more. He also believes that by holding each other accountable for mistakes, people can prevent them from happening again. He says that mistakes are a natural part of the evolutionary process. Dalio's fourth work principle is to train, test, evaluate, and sort people accurately. He believes that by providing people with the right training, testing their skills and abilities, evaluating their performance objectively, and sorting them into the right roles based on their merits, people can reach their full potential. He says that getting the right people in the right roles in support of your mission is the key to success. Dalio's fifth work principle is to systemize decision-making. He believes that by using data, algorithms, tools, and protocols to make decisions consistently and efficiently, people can avoid biases, errors, conflicts, and delays. He says that systemizing decision-making will increase your effectiveness as well as your efficiency. Conclusion. To conclude, principles, Life and Work is a book by Ray Dalio that shares his unconventional principles for achieving success in life and business. The book covers 3 parts. Part 1, Where I'm Coming From, Part 2, Life Principles, Part 3, Work Principles. This book is a valuable resource for anyone who wants to learn from one of the most successful and influential people in the world. It offers practical and proven advice on how to deal with reality, improve yourself, pursue your goals, and work with others effectively. Whether you are an entrepreneur, an investor, a manager, a student, or a curious learner, you can benefit from applying these principles to your own life and work. You can also use the tools and techniques that Dalio provides to help you implement these principles and measure your progress. If you enjoyed this book summary video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos on personal and professional development. Also, don't forget to check out the full book Principles, Life and Work by Ray Dalio for more details and examples. Thank you for watching and have a great day.